Have you ever pondered over the untold stories of India's forgotten fortresses, the silent witnesses of a bygone era? India, a land of diverse cultures, is rich in history and architectural grandeur. Yet, tucked away from the bustling cities and popular tourist trails lie hidden gems of extraordinary historical significance. India's lesser-known fortresses. These fortresses, each with its unique tale, are the unsung heroes of India's architectural heritage. They stand as a testament to the multiple dynasties that have ruled over this vast subcontinent, each leaving its indelible mark. From the ancient kingdoms of the south to the mighty empires of the north, these fortresses encapsulate a timeline of an era long past. Yet their stories, their history, and their architectural brilliance often remain overshadowed by their more famous counterparts. But today, we pull back the curtain and give them their rightful place in the spotlight. Join us on a journey through time as we uncover the tales of these magnificent fortresses. Our journey begins with the ancient kingdoms, where the first fortresses of India were born. In the heartland of ancient India, the Mauryan Empire laid the foundation for these architectural marvels. Among the earliest fortresses were the Barabar caves. Carved directly into granite hills, these caves served dual purposes. They were sanctuaries for the ascetics, offering solitude for meditation. Simultaneously, they were strategic fortifications, providing a natural defense against invasions. The Barabar caves were more than mere structures of stone. They were a testament to the advanced engineering skills of the Mauryans and their understanding of acoustics and light reflection. The polished interiors of these caves are a marvel, as they mimic the finish of a mirror, a feat achieved through nothing more than simple hand tools. As time passed, the baton of empire building was passed on to the Guptas. The Gupta period, often referred to as the Golden Age of India, witnessed the construction of the Udayagiri fort. Unlike the Barabar caves, this fortress was not carved into a hill but built atop one. This strategic location offered panoramic views of the surrounding landscapes, enabling early detection of enemy movements. The Udayagiri fort was not just a military stronghold, it was the epicenter of social and cultural activities. The fort housed temples, public halls, and residential quarters, reflecting the Guptas' emphasis on creating a harmonious blend of military might and societal prosperity. The architectural style of these fortresses was distinct, characterized by intricate carvings and ornate gateways. They were built using locally sourced materials, demonstrating an understanding of sustainable practices even in those ancient times. These fortresses played a crucial role in shaping the society of their time. They were the physical manifestations of the power and prestige of the kingdoms they represented. They provided a sense of security and fostered trade, culture, and the growth of cities. These ancient fortresses were not just military strongholds, but the heart and soul of the kingdoms they represented. As we move into the medieval era, the fortresses of India evolved in grandeur and complexity. Let's embark on a journey to the time of the Delhi Sultanate, where the Tughlaqabad fort stands as a symbol of the architectural prowess of the time. This fortress, stretching across 6 kilometers of rocky terrain, is an emblem of the Sultanate's military might and strategic insights. The fort's walls rise impressively over the landscape, punctuated by battlements and bastions, their stone faces a silent testament to the battles they have witnessed. The grandiosity of the Tughlaqabad fort is not just in its size, but in its design as well. Its unique blend of defensive and aesthetic architecture, with its sloping walls and formidable towers, is a marvel to behold. Inside, the fort is a labyrinth of tunnels and secret passages, echoing with tales of intrigue and subterfuge from the medieval era. From the Delhi Sultanate, we move to the time of the Mughals, whose architectural legacy is renowned worldwide. Among their many fortresses, the Rohtas Fort stands out for its size and strategic importance. Located in what is now Pakistan, the Rohtas Fort was built by Sher Shah Suri, a Mughal emperor, as a stronghold against the rebellious tribes of the region. The Rohtas Fort is a masterpiece of military architecture. Its massive walls enclose a city within, complete with palaces, mosques, and granaries. The fort's architecture blends elements of Persian and Indian styles, reflecting the cultural amalgamation of the Mughal era. Moreover, the Mughals were known for their love of luxury, and this is evident in their fortresses. The Rohtas Fort, for instance, is adorned with intricate carvings and ornate decorations, a stark contrast to the austere military architecture of the Tughlaqabad fort. The medieval fortresses of India were a testament to the power and prestige of the rulers of the time. They were not just fortifications, but symbols of authority reflecting the changing dynamics of power, culture, and architecture in medieval India. These fortresses, standing tall and proud, continue to tell stories of a time gone by, of battles won and lost, of glory and downfall. The colonial era brought a new wave of fortress construction, with a blend of Indian and European architectural styles. As the European powers set their sights on the Indian subcontinent, they brought with them distinct architectural styles that transformed India's skyline. Among these, the fortresses stand out as symbols of power, control, and cultural amalgamation. Let's journey to the sun-kissed shores of Kerala, where the Portuguese erected the Thalassery Fort in the 17th century. This imposing structure, with its massive laterite walls and secret tunnels, served as a strategic military base and commercial hub. The fort's unique features, such as the flared bastions, reveal a fascinating blend of Portuguese and traditional Indian architectural styles. Moving eastwards along the coastline, we encounter the Sadras Fort, a Dutch marvel nestled in the sands of Tamil Nadu. Built for the protection and promotion of Dutch trade, this fortress boasts of a cemetery with ornate tombstones bearing testament to the Dutch settlers who once thrived here. The fort's solid square structure, surrounded by a deep moat, speaks volumes about the Dutch's defensive strategies. Next, we sail to the French enclave of Pondicherry, where the French-built forts echo a sophisticated architectural style. These structures, though now mostly in ruins, offer a glimpse into the French colonial lifestyle with their elaborate living quarters, granaries, and gunpowder rooms. Finally, we traverse to the heart of Kolkata, where the majestic Fort William stands tall. Built by the British East India Company, this fortress was designed as a star fort, a popular European design of the era. Its strategic position on the banks of the Hooghly River allowed the British to control river traffic and protect their burgeoning empire. Each of these fortresses tells a unique tale of power, ambition, and architectural brilliance. They are not merely silent sentinels of history, but also the canvas on which the colonial powers painted their dreams of conquest and glory. These fortresses served as the backbone of the colonial powers, aiding them in their rule and expansion. Every fortress has a story to tell, a tale of battles fought, of victories celebrated, and defeats mourned. Allow me to transport you to the heart of Rajasthan, to one of India's most notorious fortresses, the Bangar Fort. Its chilling tales of hauntings and the paranormal are woven into its very fabric. Legend speaks of a sorcerer who fell deeply in love with a princess. When the princess spurned his advances, the sorcerer, in his rage, cursed the fort, dooming its inhabitants to death and the fort to desolation. Today, the fortress stands as an eerie testament to this tale, its silent walls echoing the sorcerer's curse. In stark contrast, let's journey to the majestic Chittorgarh Fort in Rajasthan. This fort is home to the heroic tale of Queen Padmini. Enamored by her beauty, a sultan laid siege to the fort. Rather than surrender, Queen Padmini and the women of the fort committed Jauhar, a self-immolation to protect their honor. This act of defiance has been immortalized in the annals of history, and the fort, even today, reverberates with their courage and determination. Now let's meander towards the lesser-known fortresses like the Jaisalmer Fort, which stands tall amidst the golden sands of the Thar Desert. The fort is a living testimony to the legendary love story between a prince and a shepherdess. Their love, although forbidden, transcended societal norms, making their story the stuff of legends. Each of these fortresses holds a unique story, a tale that is deeply ingrained within their ancient stones. Some stories are of love, others of courage, and some even of the supernatural, but they all share one common thread. They are all tales of human spirit and resilience. And while these stories may have been forgotten by time, they continue to live on in these fortresses. They add an aura of mystery and allure to these historic sites, beckoning visitors from around the globe to discover their tales. These tales, etched in stone, are a reminder of the rich and diverse history that these fortresses have witnessed. The fortresses of India, known and unknown, are more than mere structures of stone and brick. They are the silent narrators of countless tales spanning millennia, from the grandeur of ancient kingdoms to the intrigue of the medieval period and the long shadow of colonial rule. Each fortress, be it cloaked in obscurity or basking in fame, carries an imprint of the architectural style and strategic thought of its time. As we journeyed from the ancient to the colonial era, we saw the evolution of fortress architecture, reflecting the changing dynamics of power, technology, and aesthetics. But beyond their physical form, these fortresses played pivotal roles in shaping the course of India's history. Preserving these fortresses is not just about maintaining historic structures, it's about holding on to the tangible reminders of our cultural heritage. As we delve into the past, we realize that these forgotten fortresses are not just relics of history, but timeless testimonies of India's glorious heritage. Subscribe to Life Beyond Latitude for more videos.